Hello guys, Brother Remember Marzer giving you an online commentary for a 3v3 31k battle on Rome Total War. This battle was fought on Steam and I hosted on one of my custom maps. Unfortunately, over the past few days I've been having some connection issues and haven't been able to play Rome Total War very often. But my Wi-Fi is strangely good enough to be able to browse on YouTube, Google, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really not too sure what's going on. So I'm just troubleshooting all these things so I can get back in playing Rome Total War. I investigated my mods a bit, and there's really nothing that really affects my gameplay too much or my connection. So I'm really not too sure. I've noticed that my Wi-Fi extender has been overheating. So I've been trying to give the old girl some rest as she's been working pretty hard. So I'm probably gonna reduce my Rome Total War playing time to the mid afternoons till the late evenings, maybe in the nights, depending on how good the day is. So hopefully I can get that resolved and get back to playing Rome Total War. So yeah, so in this battle I have myself here, Brother Mars, and I've got the SQPR Romans, and I've got a regular 14-6 build. I've got a lot of Pila Shield units and my bulk infantry right here, 6 cavalry standard. And then my ally, brother member FF28, haven't seen him in a while, so when he came back it was really refreshing to see him again. The last time I saw this guy was, I think, almost half a year ago, so it was a really long time, and yeah, it was good to see the guy. So he's got what looks to be 5 Praetorian cavalry, and 15 urban cohorts right here. So that's a nice, sturdy army right there. And our final teammate is brother member Aurelius, who has also brought the SQPR Romans, and he's got what looks to be 6 Praetorian cavalry, 5 archer auxilia, and he's got 2 legionary cohorts as his Pila Shield units right here, and he's got what looks to be 7 urban cohorts and 1 legionary first cohort. And on the other team, consisting of RV member Diodakoi, many of you would know him as CTG or Constantine the Great. He's got the House of Scipii Romans, and he's got what looks to be 6 Praetorian cavalry. They seem to have a double chevron upgrade on them, so they're very powerful cavalry. He's got 3 archer auxilia, and the rest all urbans. So very powerful army right there. And his teammate is Brotherhood member Dionysus IV. A new Brotherhood member, but he's extremely skilled. He's very, very good. He's got the Greek cities. Very nice formation right there. He's got 1 Pila Shield unit, and then he's got rows of Spartans right there. Very, very nice formation. I really like how it looks. Might have to steal that. But anyways, very nice looking formation. He's got what looks to be 3 Cretan archers and 2 regular archers. And their final teammate is RV member Heartless, and he's got what looks to be 3 archer auxilia, 6 Praetorian cavalry, gold with 2 chevrons on it, and the rest are all urban. So I'm guessing he has the same exact army as CTG or Diodakoi. So those are the team players, and I hope you enjoyed this battle. Just a quick overview of the map before we get started. This is a bit of a flat map. There are a bit of hills and edges. There's a big rock, we didn't account for that, and there's a little bit of forest here as well. So yeah, and then the rest of the area is flat. This boundary is over there. There's the sea and all. You guys enjoyed this battle. So I'm actually going to run my troops back because we don't want to fight near that rock. I didn't expect there to be a big rock when I hosted this map. When I was testing this map on custom battles, the rock did not appear. I tested with at least 8 players, well, the maximum of 8 players, on a FFA settings, and there was no rock. Maybe we were like over in the back over there. I wish replays would show the unit map to see how the troops would be moving or how the map would actually look on the battle map. That'd be very nice, but I'm not too sure if there's a mod like that out there. But anyways, back to the battle. I'm actually retreating my troops back so we can go to a more flatter area. We can also start the battle over there without having to worry about that gigantic rock in the middle. Alright, so we're gonna slightly shift our armies so we have the more flatter ground. We want to make this as possibly as fair as possible. Yeah, there's a bit of hills and ridges on this. Like they're very slight hills and ridges, but it shouldn't really affect it too much. In this area, it's mainly flat, and then there's a little bit of forest down there. Well, I wouldn't really call it forest, more like a patch of trees, but I got a vegetation mod, so it makes the trees look a bit smaller, but I'm sure the regular players, the trees are huge. Right, so RB Heartless has his archers spread out completely, like they're spread out maximally, I guess, if that's even a word. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move my army over so I can, you know, face this threat a bit more. I don't want his troops to wrap around, because if archers wrap around the infantry and they manage to get flank shots, they can be really damaging. So this kind of forces him to bring his archers back. Although he does have stronger cavalry, I do have a bit more infantry. So my allies are probably going to shift over with me. FS shift over so he can, you know, center with the Greek cities and he can stay closer to me. Alright, so it seems like Heartless and DIONYSIS are moving up. They're actually forming a bit of a battle line right here. Not too sure why CTG is all the way back there. I'm guessing he was just trying to move around that rock because he was on the other side. I swear to God, when I was testing this map, there was no rock. I swear, it was just a flat open plain that was surrounded by water. I swear to God, there was no rock. Anyways, the Greek cities and Heartless are moving up their archers. They're going in for a bit of an archer war right here. Good thing about these cheap archers is that if you spread them out entirely, they're really hard to kill, and on top of that, they have a bit more killing power than regular archers. The only problem with regular archers is their range. The thing about Cretans is that they have killing power and they have, you know, that long range missile, so that makes them really effective. Alright, so DIONYSIS is going to be really aggressive right here. He's going to push up really forward. I put some of my infantry in loose formation right here to sort of counter these archers, and I've also brought over my cavalry. Sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't work, but using your urbans in a loose formation right here and basically skirmishing with those archers with your cavalry, basically turning it into a CWB match, you can have a bit of success with this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We need to make sure you got lots of support with you, because if they have better cavalry, which is probably like 20% of the time, then you know, they can cause a lot of damage. But either, you know, generally urbans are better than, well, of course they are. They're better than archers, so if you were to get into a melee with them, then, you know, 100% of the time, unless, you know, you're doing something wrong, then, you know, you should win. DIONYSIS has aggressively pushed up. Heartless hasn't moved up that much, so I'm actually going to take advantage of this. I actually want to try and trap DIONYSIS in. Alright, so FS moved really close to the Greek cities. He wants to engage him as soon as possible. Alright, so he's being really aggressive. He's pushed in some of his infantry. CTG has finally appeared, and he's basically guarding their flanks right there. So I basically moved my army in such a way where I can actually fight some of the Greek cities and defend myself from Heartless. Unfortunately, Heartless is having a bit of a glitch, so he won't be able to use his cavalry too soon. I'm sort of pushing up with my infantry, but because I've gone too far, I've kind of retreated them back a little bit. Alright, so I've gone in for a little bit of a splice charge right here. I want to get as many Spartans as I possibly can. Wasn't very strong of a charge, and I only used one cavalry, so it didn't really do the killing blows. On top of that, Dionysus is guarding his flanks really good. Throwing Pilas pretty much all the time. I want to try and damage those guys as much as possible. Right, so Aurelius is facing CTG, but it's just light skirmishing at the moment. Right, so at that, it's a bit of a tongue twister saying his name. He's going into Testudo. Really good tactic against pikes. You can just go into them and then, you know, pull yourself, engage yourself out. We're gonna send in 2 cavalry to try and take out some of those infantry right there. Heartless is gonna try and countercharge. I'm gonna pull out as fast as possible right here. Really using my urban cohorts to press up on those archers right there. Right, so there's just so much going on right now. I'm just fighting on every single flank right here. Right, so Aurelius bringing over his cavalry, trying to get into a better position. I'm gonna bring my cavalry over to the side right here. I'm gonna bring in over 1 infantry to try and block them. I'm gonna go in for a nice little splice charge right here. 3 cavalry into the middle, 2 cavalry down the side. I got 1 in standby just waiting. So it's a massive charge right here. There's just tons and tons of cavalry going in. Alright, so that's a really nice charge there by Heartless right there. Going in for, that was a nice impressive charge right there by Brad and most of his infantry. Good counter charge by FF right there. Right, so Aurelius has managed to bring his cavalry round back. Because I pushed out those archers so much, they weren't able to, you know, get the flank shots that they really needed. Alright, so my cavalry, FF's cavalry, and Heartless' cavalry is all engaged. Now, Aurelius' cavalry is going to hit from the flank. CTG is trying to kill Aurelius as soon as possible. So Aurelius is going to go in for a massive counter charge right here. There are no infantry or cavalry guarding up. I'm going to go in for a nice little bit of a surge attack right here. I'm going to push in everything I possibly have. I'm going to try and kill as many troops as I possibly can. Right, so because of that hammer and anvil attack right there, and because I surged in with my cavalry, I was able to completely rout that side right there. Right, so FX is going in for some nice side charges right there. Right, so the good thing about that Testudo tactic is that when you're fully engaged with those Greek cities, you can get out of Testudo and you can basically get into hand-to-hand combat with them. And yep. So if you saw right there, he was in Testudo and then he suddenly came out. This kind of forces them to, you know, get out of the pike situation right there. It really does a lot of damage and really messes up the formation.
The heart of the enemy general with fear.
So Heartless's general has just died. We just wrapped up that flank. Really's going in for a nice hammer and anvil strike right there. I got my cavalry right there going in for a bit of a counter charge right here. Trying to kill off CTG's cavalry right there. Bit of a weak charge, but right, so Aurelius managed to completely rout this flank as well. Unfortunately, the urbans on my flank are actually still holding on. Right, so we're just going to be cleaning up house right here. Just wrapping up all the archers and the remaining infantry units.
But in battle, it's beyond belief.
Right, so Evan's going to go in for a hammer and anvil right here. Dionysus has turned around his off-lights.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Right, so because of the sheer power of the cavalry, Atet has gone for a hammer and anvil. This has caused a mass rout within the Spartan ranks.
The enemy general is running away.
Because of that little Pennisula unit, he was able to rout those, he was able to disrupt the formation, and that hammer and anvil just simply, sealed the deal.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts!
Right, so those remaining Spartan units are probably going to be... Alright, so the general is just routed. Unfortunately, we haven't killed him. So I'm probably going to send that one urban to take out those archers right there. I have to bring that urban back. I'm probably going to send my cavalry in. Alright, so that was a nice hammer and anvil. And because they're surrounded, they're basically fighting to the death, really. Not too sure why he would charge up front, but whatever, it was the killing blows that he wanted. Okay, so we're just rocking the house, trying to get as many units as we possibly can kill. Right, so if you take a look around, the piles of dead are basically everywhere. So you can see, where the main cavalry battle kind of hit off, and then, the Spartans versus the Romans right here, and then we got the, loads of cavalry that are just dead from the kind of charging that occurred. The archers that died, and then we have, kills come all the way over here when I sent those urbans to kill those archers right there. But yeah, if I would rate this map, I'd probably rate this map a 7 out of 10.
Rome demands victory
Pretty
from
good.
her generals, and this day is clearly our victory.
Right, so it said it was a clear victory, and I thought it was as well. Really good battle. I very much enjoyed that. So, unfortunately, DIONYSIS and his team didn't get the kills or the win that they probably would have wanted, but they played really, really good. So good game to myself. Good game to my allies, FF and AURELIUS. They all did really well. And good game to the RV Klansman and DIONYSIS. DIONYSIS surprisingly got a lot of kills, but then again he was the last man standing, so he did pretty good. Right, so it seems like the Praetorian Cavalry did most of the killing on my part. Praetorian Cavalry. Surprisingly, Aurelius' archers did a lot of damage. Alright, so that's Brotherhood member Mars saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and I hope to see you again. See you soon.